Red flag number 2, water damage. We live in Houston, Texas, and we're known for some flooding and leaky roofs and things like that. And so how do you go into a home and really start to get a sense if it's flooded or if there's been any previous water damage? So I have 3 or 4 tips on how to do that. One, if you really study the sheetrock and a house is flooded, you can actually see the seam where they've cut the sheetrock out, unless they've pulled all of it out from floor to ceiling. And so if you kind of just look around the property and maybe like get kind of in an angle where the light works in your favor, you can see that slight line. If the sheetrock repair people didn't do a very good job, it's really easy to see that. So that's one way to find out. Obviously, any kind of staining or weird patching or warps in the sheetrock could be because of that. Now, sheetrock has seams, right? At every 8 feet and every 4 feet, you got a sheetrock seam. And so sometimes those seams start to pop and move, and that's not always reminiscent of any kind of water damage or flood damage. There's also staining that can happen on walls, right? And so that's a good indication of a leak or flood damage. And most sellers are pretty good about disclosing if their property had flooded in the past or not. And some don't. And so at that point, you might want to talk to the neighbors or talk to people in the neighborhood to find out how the street fared in a particular storm. And so those are my tips. I hope they're helpful. It's definitely something you need to know here in Houston, Texas. And I hope you have a fantastic day.